Hello dude, this is Oleg and welcome to my tech review. Today I decided to shoot a video with some quarantine content for you. It's a summer finally in Toronto. We got very good weather, very nice outside, and you know what's coming this summer? You have to take care of your lawn, and for that you need to get good sprinkling controller systems so you can water your grass and water your flowers efficiently and with good water budget. So I was looking on the internet for some replacement for my Rainbird sprinkler system controller, which is very old, and I found this company called Netro, and they're doing controllers for the sprinkler system which are Wi-Fi connected. There are also a couple more available, also one from Rainbird, but they're very expensive. So this controller is Wi-Fi connected, supposed to get 12 zones. This is the package, I got that already, and it's also got very good ability to connect to actually moisture sensor, which I did not find yet on the Amazon. I'm not sure if those are available already, but it's supposed to actually get that reading from that moisture sensor which you install on your garden. And this is solar powered and also connected through Wi-Fi to your system, and therefore Netro will know how to read that measurements from the moisture sensor and make very intelligent decisions should it water your grass or not. So we're gonna install this today. I'm gonna replace my old system. I already took a lot of pictures for current wiring diagram, so all of those supposed to take not very long time to reconnect. And once we got that, we're gonna go to the app, because there is an app for the iPhone and Android for this particular controller, which allows you to control your sprinkler system from your phone, which is very convenient. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's do unboxing and very quickly and just go into installation. This is the package, so let's open it up. As you can see, it's very small and supposed to be pretty convenient to install. The package actually including the controller, couple screws, and that's pretty much it. And that's the moisture sensor which I was looking at, but I didn't find it yet. As soon as I do, I will install it as well. And let's see what's inside. Oops, if I can open it. Here we go. Okay, this is the controller itself. As you can see, it's tiny. It's actually very light as well. And it's magnetic, so this cover's open. We connect cables over here. There is a leveling as well, just for your convenience. So you can level it down. And there are two screws which you install it on, and that's it. Cover and done. Also, there is a manual. And two screws to connect it to the wall, to fix it on the wall, and the power brick, which is relatively heavy, and it's doing 24 volts, 800 milliamps. I think that's it. There's nothing else. Yep, there's nothing else in this package. Okay, right now, just gonna quickly look through the manual and go jump into installation in my garage. Yeah, it's right here. All these things connected. As you can see, there is a direct diagram how to connect things. For that, we would need to get very good readout of what is currently connected to what zone, and then connect the same valves back again. And after that, we'll go and jump into installation and installation of the app for the iPhone and configuring the sprinkler system from there. Alright, so here is my previously running Rainbird E91. So I disconnected all the cables, I make a picture of those and just label this is ground, this is sensor. The power is disconnected as well, it's right here. So now just gonna pull this thing off. Okay, put it down carefully. Now we are ready to remove this thing from the wall and replace it with the new one. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I connected all the powers, all the cables, so I'm missing one more common here. I might need just go from here, the common ground, one of those, and come again over here and connect it. So it's common between this and this. But right now you see it's flashing. We'll see how that's gonna go. Now we're gonna just cover this like that. It's on magnets, so it's very easy. And I have to set it up. We'll see how that's gonna work. And I'll update you very shortly. But it's so far, it looks much better than before. Okay, once you got the installation, you're gonna go to App Store and look for Netro. Right, this is application available for Android as well. We're installing for iOS right now, and it's very easy. So once it's got it, you're gonna go and add a product. You can also watch installation guides and some videos. In our case, it's irrigation controller. We're adding it up, and our installation is Sprite 12. So this is what I have. Basically, go to begin this installation. You have to be close to the actual controller. And it's going through some installation steps, including setup for its own network. You have to connect to Netro Wi-Fi to continue the installation. Right, so I'm switching right now to Netro, and once it's done, it's connected. I'm going and jumping back to Netro app and just clicking next here. So after that, it will ask you to configure your own Wi-Fi, so the one which Netro will use. This is the one you have in your home. And after some steps, it will go ahead and connect and give you confirmation screen that you are connected right now to your home Wi-Fi. So you can manage it from your network. Basically, after that, it's just starting up, and we start with setting up the garden, which is basically going into setting up the zones and its parameters. So I quickly jump here and just quick done with all my zones. And it's going through the screens which are actually showing out features of the controller itself, features of the app, how to understand the zones, how to play them, how to actually use smart watering, adjust schedules, and what kind of providers we have, and how to create programs and monitor them as well. You can also have options to change your Wi-Fi. So now let's jump into actual detailed zone creation. I have 10 zones created, so I name a few. As you can see, I have front garden. Zone 1 I get renamed later as well, which is basically showing you what you have to do here. And in the parameters, it shows you the consumption of the water, moisture level, temperature based on the internet connections, sunlight times, and all the other stuff. You can also go by the months. Right now I don't have yet that statistics, so we're going by the weeks. Alright, so if you go to the play button, that will go and actually run the zone water for manual connections, for manual run. This is very good for testing your sprinkler system and for validating that all your zones are set up properly. I also use that to replace some sprinkler head and validate the results. So this is very useful. You can play it on any zone you have. And the timing is usually first time 5 minutes, later on it's going to jump to 1 minute only. So you can run it for the test run. So as you can see, I have all my zones here, showing you some information about how many minutes or days or hours ago last time was watering done, and what is the next watering. Also using the actual weather forecast to see if we should water it or not. And that's very useful because you don't have to look, it will show you what weather will look like in the next week. And based on that, if you get smart watering activated on the schedule, you will see that it's actually going into some days which it's selected. As far as I can see right now, we're watering once a week, but every day which we're watering is doing it twice a day, one time in the morning and one time in the afternoon. The timing for each zone will be different and depends on the moisture and weather conditions. This time will change all the time. So as you can see, my zones are running at 6 a.m. in the morning. First zone will go on at 10 minutes, and then next zone will go 17 minutes, and so on. There are some settings which you won't be interested in to set. Go first to the zones. This is where you can adjust the zones, make a picture of your zones, select the soil type of your zone as well. Most of that are loam, but if you have different like sand or loamy sand, you can select that.
Interesting thing to set up the sprinkler head. This will consume and actually shows you how the water being consumed and also impact how much hours, how many minutes per month you have to go. Shades, very useful as well. If you have some shaded area, just set it up here. And for some setups, you might have slopes where you have garden on the slope. So this is very important as well because the water will go down. Also got sensors and square meters area selected as well. This is helping to set up the consumption of the water. If you go to preferences, there are some things like rain forecast. It will go and say how many millimeters you should be considering to cancel it. So we'll go the same with temperature. If it's 0 degrees, definitely we're not gonna water your garden. And also the next one is the wind. On the wind side of the things, sometimes you can have it because it's enabled or not, but if the wind is too strong, you might cancel your watering as well. So regulations are going to the actual your area and reading up some water restrictions on the days and hours. For example, in my area, I have some restrictions when I can water and what days. For discovery, you have to look and see as well how much you're actually saving, what is your consumption daily, and how much you're saving on money and on water as well. So this is very useful information, allowing you to actually monitor the user on the consumption on your water.
Alright guys, so that's it for today's quick review of this sprinkler system. In general, like I said, I'm very satisfied with what it can deliver right now. We'll see how that's gonna work in the future and I will update you. If you have any questions on how it's set up and how to operate this very easy to operate system, just put them in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer those. Anyway, that's it for today's review. Thanks for watching with me till the end. I'm pretty glad I got this. It's not very expensive comparing to the competitors and other systems which deliver pretty much similar or identical results. This one is pretty good ratio of money to actual what you got. So if you have questions, put them in the comments down below and we will answer those. If you have something to discuss there regarding this system, also I will be glad to answer your questions. If you like this video, you know what to do. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, make sure you actually get notification bell selected on, so when your next video is released, you will be notified and we will see each other again on this channel on the YouTube. For now, peace.